Hello! CR7 here. I must confess Toby Content is your best pick for academic and business writing.
Looking for a free AI tool that can make your images or avatar talk, promote your business?
You're in the right space. Toby Content would show you the A to Z strategy you need. Like this.
Do you need a competent academic and content marketer, as well as a vast digital creator? Well, I have a strong recommendation, and it's Toby Content.
Me, na AI lacking. Because this is not the real Toby, it's I be AI version.
Because I myself too is AI avatar, you can borrow me.
Well, now they find ways to use AI to promote your business for free. Myself now AI if you care.
Thank you for joining us today. I'm excited to share some amazing updates with you.
Make una sit and calm down to learn how AI fit change your business now.
Hey guys, this is the real me. I am Toby by name, and this is Toby Content in case you are just meeting me for the first time. Thank you for showing up again. In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through how you can actually leverage AI to create enhanced content for marketing. Either you are a content creator, a graphic designer who actually wanted to leverage AI for content creation, or maybe you are a business owner who's actually looking for how to leverage AI for brand marketing. This tutorial will go a long way in fulfilling that objective for you. And just ensure you do not miss any part of it or skip this video, because every second of this tutorial counts. Let me tell you on top of this, using AI can go a long way in saving you the time, stress, and money. Obviously, nobody has the luxury of time to keep moving back and forth on one project when you actually have multiple things to do. I'm going to be showing you the 3 AI tools that you need to get this done successfully and enhance your marketing, either as a brand owner or as a content creator or graphic designer. So, can we begin? Oh, sorry, there's no intro this time around. Let's just get started to save the time. So the very first thing you need to do is to go on Play Store if you use Android, and if you are using iOS, go on your store and download this application, Grok. It is the AI for X, which is Twitter, okay? Just as you have for Meta AI and the like. So this is the AI version for Twitter. Now, the moment you're done with that, you have to come on Google and you search for ChatGPT, which is actually going to be the second tool you will be using in this regard. So for ChatGPT, essentially, we need it for prompt generation. You might be wondering, why prompt generation again? Let me quickly show you this. Okay, before I even show you, I want you to understand that all these are things we can actually handle, with your mobile. You don't need a laptop for this. I literally did everything on mobile. So just for the sake of the tutorial, I need to switch to laptop screen so that you can have a wider view. Okay. Now, I want you to look at this. Every video you saw from the beginning is actually made from picture, from image. But you really need to have a kind of, a detailed image that's actually cool enough to give you that kind of environment that you're actually looking for. But you can't all alone do that yourself. You seriously need ChatGPT prompts to get this done. So for ChatGPT, you just really want to come up with an idea, the kind of image that you want. Okay, it's just an idea, then you feed it into ChatGPT. Okay, under here, I have different projects that I actually carry on. I have more than one channels actually. So this one is under Toby Content, because that is what the video is actually made for. So just to streamline the kind of content I generate, I don't want to confuse the ideas that I come up with one way or the other. So for Toby Content, so these are the things that I have here. I'm just going to be showing you in passing. So this is what I gave it. I have an idea about what I actually wanted. So I want a Muslim lady looking so surprised, hands on cheeks, looking at the camera and something like that. So then I gave it to ChatGPT to enhance. Then it gave me something in response. So the beauty is that if I decided to use this short prompt, I would definitely not have something so elegant as this eventually from the AI that's going to be generating the image. So the essence of using ChatGPT is to enhance the quality of the image. Now let's move to the next one. So this is Now give me a prompt for a man who is in the office signing a paycheck and some other things. So can you see the prompt has been extended, and this is the result I got. Now for the next one, I need a prompt for a market woman who is selling fruit, but then I made the mistake of putting image. So you should never put image, it should always be prompt. Okay, so then I needed to do it over. I need a prompt for a black young woman hawking in the street of Lagos. Maybe you show the market, that kind of vibe. You just really want it to make, you really want it to look real. Then ChatGPT actually came up with something more robust. So, and this is the result I got for that as well. Now at this point, I want you to understand that the same process is repeated for all the images and videos that you saw before. But then one thing is actually there's a caveat here. You will be able to generate a prompt for a public figure, but then you won't be able to come out with the image where we'll be generating the image. So it's just best that you make use of Google whenever you need a public figure. So you make use of Google, search for them on Google, then you make use of available resources. Now let's move to the next phase. Now the next thing, go back to Google and search for Google AI Studio. Okay, so then you'll be launched to this page. So just sign up and get started immediately. So you can actually do the registration with your Gmail, and that's it. You can actually do all these on your mobile, so you don't have to wait until you get a laptop before you start working on it. So once you do this, you'll be launched to the home page. But if you are not launched to the home page, you can actually do that manually. Click on the home page and you select chat with models in the playground. Okay, move from here. I'm going to be using my mobile to show you how I actually did everything. So just for you to know that everything was done with mobile. Hi guys, you are welcome back. So this is actually my dashboard on Google AI Studio. One thing I want you to understand here is that whatever product you have, if you sell phones, if you have a warehouse store, if you have a boutique, if you have a bookstore, ensure the prompt you are actually generating from ChatGPT is, it carries your product. So don't just generate a random product that won't reflect what you do, basically. So it's very important. If you're a marketer, there is a way you do it, and it should reflect what you do, basically. Now, on this side, on the right hand side here, we have the configuration, so which is the number of results, meaning if you look at the first two, you will see that they are actually one each. Then on the third one, you have two results coming out henceforth. So what that means is that I've been able to reconfigure the settings that I actually want two results each time. Then I want it in landscape mode, which is 16:9. So if it is in portrait, then that will be 9:16 for short. So basically, you can see the images that I chose. If you look at the white guy's image now, I ended up not choosing anyone from there because I was just wondering, doesn't necessarily have to be a white guy. A black guy should be able to do the job. So then I went back to reprompt, then I got a black guy. Then the same thing for the beautiful young woman hawking in the street of Lagos. So essentially, each time you are prompting, prompt something that reflects your product. Very, very important. So then I picked all these things. So they are the next step is to take them to Grok, and from Grok we begin to generate videos that we actually wanted to generate one after the other, and that is where it begins to get much more interesting to you. Now this image was actually taken by me, so it's not an AI generated image. So but then we want to convert it to a video, so we need to go on Grok to get this on. Now let's go to Grok. So the moment you open Grok, the landing page is actually Ask. So that place you can actually generate any image, with the way you want, but that's not what we are going to. We are going to Imagine. So under Imagine, that is where you convert an image to a video. So you have a list of things that you can actually do under here. Okay, so but then we don't really want to take too long, browsing the features. So let's just go under Imagine and look for the pictures that I have personally that we can actually convert to an image. So I'm going to pick on one of my pictures here and let's see. So naturally, the moment you click on an image, then it loads. So it's going to give you some kind of it will give you an automatic animation and voiceover. So at times it might make the image to start dancing, doing some kind of funny things, like the guy that holds the rugby ball. So it was the Grok that actually gave it the feature to start juggling the balls and the likes. So I didn't really do anything per se. So, but basically, the moment you have that first, the automatic feature, you now have to prompt it to let it say exactly what you want it to say. I want you to pay special attention to this. If you might want to create a special effect, like the camera zooming up, to a certain part of the body, or you just want to create a special effect, you do that by putting a command in brackets. Okay, then the speech, you say, let him say this. Then the speech has to come in inverted commas. So that is how you go about it. So if you're able to apportion these commands well and the speech, you will get the right, right reaction and lip syncing with the AI avatar or that image that you use. What do I mean by lip syncing? It means that when the image opens its mouth and closes it, it will look as if it is the one saying those words, meanwhile it is not actually the one. So that's what it means, just for accuracy.
As well as a vast digital creator, do you need a competent academic and content? Well,
Once you are done generating, you can download or share on your WhatsApp and download there in case you are having issue downloading. And the result is this.
Well, I have a strong recommendation, and it's Toby content.
Well, now they find ways to use AI to promote your business for.
So on this part, you don't really have to do anything special. Just come up with the prompts in pidgin English. Then you put it in the prompt area. Then it will speak it exactly the way you actually want it to speak. So there is no big deal about that at all.
Make una sit and calm down to learn how AI fit change your business now.
So after I generated all the videos that I needed from the image of this lady, then I needed her to say something like this, and by pointing to her left hand side. So all I had to do was to prompt it, then I got what I needed immediately. So all you have to do is, with the same image, you can definitely come up with different content.
Like this.
Now, this is going to be the end of this tutorial, but for a recap, let's quickly use this. The exact thing that I did with every other images, I did with Ronaldo. I have the prompt already. I uploaded him on Grok, then it got animated, and I gave him the speech that I actually wanted him to say. Then he started saying everything. You can actually see him here.
Hello! CR7 here. I must confess, Toby content is your best pick for academic and business writing.
Get your prompt ready and you fill it in